Welcome back in, everyone. We're just going to go right back into the Phoenix Operator Owner Manual with Sananda Izu Emmanuel's teachings. So just as I do, I just want to show you why Izu Emmanuel, Jesus Sananda, is the King of Wisdom. Okay, so remember, the name of God is Yod He Vohe. You put Shin in the middle, you have Yod He Shin Vohe. Yod He Shin Vohe equals, this is a 300, so therefore you get 326. Okay, there it is there. So Shin is 300. Shin represents the Holy Trinity right there. It's the primal fire letter. And when you are in pure fire, you will purify with the Holy Trinity. So it's right there. The name of Ruach Elohim is the Spirit of God. If you add those letters up in Ruach Elohim, it adds up to 300, which shows that the Spirit of God and God Himself are one and the same in their number. Now you add up Yod He Shin Vohe, you get 326. 326 adds up to a 56, which is the name of Adonai here, or 65, Adonai. And then if you add up 5 and 6 is 11. 11 is Dath. Christ is the only one that can get you through Dath. Okay, and when you add up 1 and 1, you equal 2, which is wisdom. So if you understand the wisdom of Christ, you shall reach through this path, which is the main thing, is love. I cannot stress that enough. Love is the ultimate key. And when I write my book about my experiences of the 13th path, which I didn't know I had, I didn't know what it was before when I had the experience, and I had to understand it afterwards. And I'm trying to outlay this for you. So with that being said, let's get back into Izu Emmanuel's greatest teachings of all time. So the golden rule can help get you through that path as well as up to that path. You must do unto others as would have them do unto you, also called the golden rule. The golden rule, how true it is that if ones would really think about how they treat one another and consider that they are all one, that most of your pretty perceived differences would dissolve. Let me just read that again. The golden rule, how true it is that if ones would really think about how they treat one another and consider that they are all one, that most of your petty perceived differences would dissolve. Ask yourself how you, when you honor the Spirit of God within, truly like to be treated by others. Now remember, I went over this the other day, but look, remember the Tree of Life has 22 aspects. I'd like you to follow along and count them as we go. Here it is. Here is a start for you. With respect, with reverence, with honor, with worthiness, with enthusiasm, with patience, with tolerance and understanding, with forgiveness, with kindness and courtesy, with caring, with appreciation, with generosity, with interest in your conversation, with love, with consideration, with honesty and integrity, with trust, with friendship, and with harmony. Remember, it went into harmony, and harmony is unity, and unity is a CAD, and a CAD is a Hava, and the same numerical value of 13. So did you count them? 1, 2, respect, reverence, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. How many paths on the Tree of Life? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 22. How many bones in the skull of your brain? In the skull surrounding your brain? 22. Continuing on. Now, do you treat others in the same ways described above? How would you like to be treated? Do you even treat yourself in the same ways described above? If you do not even honor yourself, how do you expect to receive honor and respect from others? Treat others honorably and with integrity, kindness, and tolerance, and expect that they will treat you the same. If they do not treat you with the same respect, honor yourself enough to recognize their transgression, call it to their attention, and then leave their presence. Isn't that the most simplest way to do it? But people end up fighting and arguing and everything like that. Can't argue with a fool, it only makes two of you. And Jesus Emmanuel told the people, ask, and it shall be given unto you. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you. For he who asks of his Spirit receives, and he who seeks through the power of Spirit finds, and he who knocks at the door of his Spirit, to him it will be opened. Now remember, the letter Beth means house. Christ came from the house of Bethlehem, and Daleth means door, so crossing through the door. Who is there among you who, if his son asked him for bread, would give him a stone, or if he asked you for a fish, would you offer him a serpent? Therefore, if you, even though you were you are being wicked, can you still give your children good gifts? How much more will your spirit give unto you if you request it? What beautiful wisdom. The Spirit of God within you always gives you what you need if you but put aside your altered ego and humbly commune with your spirit. All the power of the Father exists within you to give unto you that which your spirit needs to lovingly sustain life and give joy, fulfillment, and inner peace. Unlimited light. All the power of the Father exists within you to give you perfect peace profound. You only need but ask the Father within to show you, to tell you, to give you that which you need to sustain in His service. That of light, of love, of joy in all things, His will be done. That should be your ultimate aim, to let go of your ego will and ask for God's will to be done through you and in you. There is a saying, be careful of what you ask for. You just might get it. That's why you want God to do it for you, do His will, because you don't know what the heck you want. This saying gives recognition to your power of manifestation and how, when you selfishly view life from the fog of the altered ego, you may not truly understand what your spirit within needs. See, I just said that. You may be unpleasantly surprised at what the altered ego conjures up for you as consequences of denying the will of the Father within you. And as your ego would ask for material riches, your spirit asks for spiritual wisdom and understanding. Continuing on with more of the greatest teachings of Emmanuel, you should know them by what they do. 17. Evil. Adversaries of God must always wear a sign of their evilness. By their fruits you shall know them. So before going into the next rule or regulation we should live by or understand, I'm going to try to help you understand that the first word of the Bible actually predicts that Izu Emmanuel is the Son of God and the Holy Trinity is part of God's holy revelation. So why do we get the word bra coming out all the time now? Bra, yo bra, hey bra. Even guys are calling the girlfriends bra on some videos. I can't believe it. How can you do that? Now, if it goes along with the first three letters of the Bible, I understand, because Brashith means in the beginning, and the first three letters, B-R-A, can go with the wonderful understanding of what God is. B for B-N, the Son. R for Ruach, the Spirit. I already went over that. And A for A-B, Ab, the Father. So with that being said, you already have the Son, the Spirit, and the Father within the first three letters of Brashith. And when you add up all the letters of Brashith, you get to 3910, which is about what they say circa 38 BC is when, before Christ. So Christ was born at 3910, supposedly, in terms of that understanding of the Kabbalah.